how to write a book, keys to writing a book, an ebook, getting something out there on Amazon, something that I've done a bit of and I'm working on, and I've studied people who have written books, and I'm doing it right now, and I want to share it with you, for those of you who feel you have something inside of you that you need to get out, that you need to share. So welcome and much love, Treff here, hanging out in an environment that's very conducive to writing. It's wet outside, you got the birds migrating, people are staying inside, and it's a great environment to think deeply and to write. So I come back here and I'm working on a new book, calling it Magic Life, my story of becoming a pro MTG player. It's lit, I'm working on it every morning, it's gonna be great, I'm gonna get it out there. I've also written a few ebooks, one of them, Deck Mastery, it's a practical guide. I spent about almost a year working on that, and it sold over 1,000 copies, which is decent, you know, not a best-selling author, but I'm working my way up. I'll get a better idea of how to do it now. I've got some ebooks for basketball training. Some of you read my short ebook, Mental Mastery, Free Thinking. There's a link to that somewhere down below, which covers negative thinking patterns and how to disrupt them so that you can think positively and more effectively, and so on and so on. So let's talk about how to go about writing them. First of all, I want to share a few things. There's a couple people who I've heard write books, talk about writing books, that have been helpful to me. One of them is Joel Salatin. Joel Salatin is the guy from Polyface Farms and The Farm and Omnivore's Dilemma, also Ty Lopez's mentor. And the other is Grant Cardone, who wrote Sell or Be Sold and various other books on business. And both said the same thing, that they actually write their books very fucking fast, like over a weekend or a week. Because there's a mistake that I made potentially with Deck Mastery, is spending almost a year on it. It took a lot of time and trying to be too perfect. You have to just get it out at some point. I mean, the more you research, the better it is. The more years you take, okay, that's fine. There's different styles. But you should be able to, here's the purpose of the book, here's the outline. Once I have all the outline in the chapter list, I should just be able to bang it out, right? Grant wrote his book in a weekend. Joel talks about doing the same. So it doesn't need to take forever. And that's something that I'm taking to heart this time around with my story that I'm writing. I had the idea of it 6 days ago, and I've already written 4 of the 8 chapters. It's going to be done in a week. I'll have it shipped. I'll have a paper book in my hand within a couple weeks. I should. And I wouldn't be in this, I wouldn't know that if I hadn't seen these guys on YouTube talk about writing books. So I find that to be very helpful. Now some more keys. 1, you just have to do it. If you have no idea, you don't do it, whatever. But don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait to think, am I ready? Is this something people want? Just do it. And you want to think like, this is something people will read. And also this is something that I will have fun writing. It's not that important that, it's important to have both if you want it to sell, but the main thing is it's just fun and it will get done, and it's for me, right? Secondary is as good, people are going to read it, etc. Okay, now you're doing it. You're working on it every day. You need to be in the daily habit of working on it every day. I definitely recommend, if possible, working on it first thing in the morning. We know from research that we're sharpest in the morning. The best work gets done in the morning. So work on it first thing in the morning. That's what I've done with my ebooks. Wake up, spend an hour on it in the morning. Every day it's getting done. You know, if you have more time later in the day, you can come back and work on it. That's awesome. But sometimes you come back, you're low energy, it's not getting done, you're not in the habit of writing it, you're not in the habit of writing it every day, it's not getting written. You want to be able to get up in the morning, bang out a bit. In that habit, that's when you're sharpest and it will get done, right? Another key, take a notepad with you, and if you have ideas, write them down. Another key, very important, which I mentioned, start with the outline. Get it all scripted out. You have all the chapter list. You start filling in the chapters with details. You don't need complete sentences at this point. You get the whole book outlined, and then you can go in and just type real fast and get it done, right? And obviously that's more possible if it's something you have an intimate understanding of, and it's a lot harder the more sources you use. But those are some main keys to writing the book. And then from there, just put it out there into the world, whether you're gonna, I've used my own website hosting and paid through PayPal and Moonclerk, which is Stripe application. I'm gonna be using Amazon and CreateSpace for the first time, so maybe I make a video later on about how that goes for me, but my understanding is it's pretty simple. So those are the keys, how to write a book. Again, you can go look at Joel Salatin and what's his name, Grant Cardone, some other guys, but what they said about books I found the most useful is get the outlines done, write it, and just bang it out. Write it fast. It doesn't need to take you a year. For most books, you can actually write a book in a weekend or a week if you're efficient like that and you sit down. Make sure it's something you're excited about. Do it every day. Start in the morning. Work on that shit. Pretty simple till it's done. Okay, for those who are interested in writing books, what do you want to write about? What are you writing about? What do you have an idea? If you don't want to do it, don't do it. That's fine. If you do, just get started. Let me know in the comments where you're at, and would love to hear what you think down below. Appreciate you. Much love. Never been easier to do before because of the power of the internet, so that's pretty cool. I'm out of here. Go back, continue to work on my book right now, so, and then do some exercise, go out, be social in the evening. Gonna be a good day. Much love, appreciate you, peace out.